Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Welcome back to the 20 hour. We had some technical difficulties, so
Yep. Not to
oh,
my iPad.
yeah.
My laptop's not working, so I can't put all my fancy gear on. So it's hope you guys can hear me. It is what it is. It's a backup plan. Plan B.
Plan B.
Plan B.
You got
What's
your
up?
light. You got your light on?
I do.
Oh, you look.
Turn it on again. Let me see.
No, you're good.
I can't see.
There you go.
Hey, there I am.
Yeah,
All right, let me lower it down
yeah,
a little bit. There you go. It's a little softer.
yeah. Kind of love being old and non-technical.
Feel like I'm crooked. Feel like the hat's crooked or something. Me crooked or my face is crooked. Anyways, what's happening?
Not much. Happy Fourth of July. We didn't get on last week. We kind of took a
No,
weekend off.
we got a lot of things to do, and I got it. I'm bacheloring it. My wife is in Canada for a month and living with my daughter and five dogs and two cats, and getting ready to transition into my new role at the company I work for. So a little bit more easier, hopefully. I don't have to be working 12, 13-hour days because you know I'll say it because the manager that runs that PM sucks. you know so yeah, besides
Just
that, it's normal for me. You know,
yeah. I don't know. My job's going good.
your job sitting on your ass doing nothing is pretty damn good. Now the bad part about it is I haven't worked out. So I worked out last Monday, Tuesday, and haven't worked out since. When my wife leaves, I got to take the puppy to doggy daycare, and I couldn't get my ass up this weekend to go. So,
You guys keep dogging me about my sitting on my ass when you've been doing it for the last 20 years. So,
well, I know.
yeah.
So I can doggy now.
So,
So,
the one thing I
hey,
gotta
let's,
the one thing I gotta bring up is, and then it's probably gonna get me in trouble with all 82 followers, but what is going on with the kids?
with kids.
We go to dinner,
Oh,
and yeah, no, I back in our day,
that doesn't even start. That doesn't even start off right. But go ahead.
I mean, back in our era, it was different. But when you go to dinner with your wife, or you have a couple friends, you want to have a couple of drinks and stuff, why are people bringing their kids and letting them scream and run around the restaurant?
You know what? And I agree
Is
with
that
that
is
because
that normal? Because I
well,
mean, it's like
we
I've been at a bar having drinks with friends at a bar at 9, 10 o'clock at night, and you got the parents sitting in the booth having
and the kids are
pitchers of
running up
beer,
and
and
down.
the kids are running up and down the aisleway. It's like I love kids, but there's a point in time where there should be like certain sections of the where you just kind of either is it wrong to
I
say control them?
remember. I remember the first couple of years we never went out, and if we went out, we would go out early enough where our kids wouldn't bother anybody else. Because don't forget, a lot of these people, a lot of us older people, and I'll say older people, a lot of us people go out to get away from, relax, and not sit. Again, if you're going to take your kids to eat, go take your kids to eat. Hey, they're welcome, but control your kids. Don't, it's not an open playground while you're sitting there trying to have dinner and having a beer and relax, and let them run up and down the street and scream, and you don't do nothing about it. I agree with you. That's terrible. We
I
go to
just
go relax. We don't
I
go to sit there and listen to your kids scream and yell.
yeah.
Now
And
you got
granted,
me.
I love kids. I mean, I don't get me wrong. I mean, when we had our kids, we didn't go out. We got babysitters. But
Well,
when we
we
grew
also
up and we sat at the dinner table in our era, you
but we
speak
also
out
did.
of line or you yell and scream, you got bitch slapped every now and then. You got slapped upside the head. You had to be quiet. You had to sit there and you had to eat all the food on your plate. Now again, Gen X, this is how we were raised.
Well, and the other problem too is we didn't have iPads and we could sit them in the corner with the phone and let them watch too much TV.
Yeah.
So that's the big thing too. Say, here, you want to be quiet here? No, take them out. I don't know how many times I've had to take my kids outside, while they were screaming and yelling because I
Well,
was embarrassed. That's
yeah.
the problem.
I think they come in and they just don't have any kind of like
Discipline.
I don't know if they notice that there's actually people around them. Is it entitlement or
Oh, that
is it
generation.
just the day and age of we could just walk in, let our kids scream, and we don't care about anybody else in the room? Is there no more compassion for other people? Is maybe I'm looking for that? I don't understand because
No, there's
several
no.
times there's a couple bars that around here we've gone several times and we stopped going because you can't sit and have a beer or even watch the football game because we'll go watch the Bronco game and the kids are screaming so loud you can't even pay attention to the game and the parents are just sitting there, don't do
Oh yeah,
anything.
yeah,
But I get if it's just one parent, but when you go to multiple restaurants and you keep seeing the same thing, there's a pattern going on here. No,
they
I
don't.
get that. I get that you can't bitch slap your kids anymore. I understand that, but at least control them.
Yeah,
You know,
there's no discipline.
we went to church today. They actually have a cry room where you can bring your kids and they have a TV and you can watch the priest on TV.
Yeah,
And but then they have toys in that room.
yeah,
So the kids are arguing. You can sit there and listen to the kids argue over the toys during church.
yeah, yeah. No, no, it's. I agree with you. It's you go in there, they're entitled. They don't give a shit what other people think, and they just go in and get out. I mean,
But I think it's the
if
norm.
my kid was screaming and yelling, I would get up, grab them, walk them outside so it doesn't bother other people.
Yeah.
These youngins don't give two craps. What? Then maybe you shouldn't have kids. If you don't want to discipline them and don't want to, take care of them, then you shouldn't have ever had the kid in the first place.
Wow, those are
That's
strong
what,
words.
huh?
Those are strong words.
Strong they are. I mean, it is. It's
I just think I don't know. I just think it's a different world. I mean, I've
uh,
been with family members that have kids that discipline their. I mean, and when use the word discipline, I don't mean beat your kids. I'm just saying they control their kids. Their kids are well disciplined. They sit down, like we used to do. I mean, God, I remember Dad used to give us a look, and you'd sit there in fear at
yeah.
the dinner table, because
So 5'5" man and give you a look and
you yeah, you acted up, man. He gave you this look, and you're like, oh, okay. I mean, we sat in church. We went to dinner. We didn't go to dinner a lot. We weren't the richest people, so we weren't out all the time. But I think we go out more as an adult than I did when I was a kid.
oh yeah.
But
When we took our
if
kids
the
out,
wife and I wanted to go out again, we would go early, an early dinner, and we would go sit in a corner somewhere, and our kids had to be quiet.
yeah,
I mean, they could talk, but they're not going to like scream and then I understand that people want to let their baby. I guess it's normal to let your baby scream. It's healthy for them, but not when you're in a public restaurant and the kid is throwing a tantrum and you're just standing there, and these people would eat while the kid's throwing a tantrum and ignore the kid while they're screaming. And I guess
no,
they don't realize that there's people around them.
no,
I've actually seen people get up and move to a different part of the restaurant.
that's
I
the
don't know.
same. The same. It's always you travel. Well, you drive a vehicle, but when I used to travel a lot, you always see one of those ones when someone comes in with three or four youngins and they all walking in and going, oh God, don't sit here, don't sit here, don't sit here. you
It's
know,
almost like getting on a plane, and I get a plane's harder because
yeah,
you're pretty much locked in a friggin' capsule for fucking 4 hours, and it never fails. Every time Jen and I sit down, there's always a kid or a baby either in front of us, behind us, or on the side of us screaming.
that's right. Noise,
And I get
noise.
that I understand because it's hard to keep attention to a baby on a plane. Same with the dogs. I see a lot more dogs on the plane.
Yeah,
The dog would crawl. There's a lady with me who had a chow, and it would crawl underneath my leg on the aisle. It didn't bother me because I love dogs, but man, it bothered that flight attendant. The flight attendant had to ask that lady to pull the dog back. I said, the dog's not bothering me. My legs are spread out. The dog was underneath my seat, just laying there. That wasn't bothering anybody. Man, that flight attendant didn't like it. And I'm like, I'm okay with it. So,
must be a safety issue then.
if it's a safety issue, don't bring dogs on the plane then. Don't allow them,
Yeah, yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But
Because
yeah, so
everything, that's a whole different subject where every dog is a service dog.
everyone.
Everyone.
Yeah, you go online, you do your 25-minute question, and you pay for it, and then you got a certificate.
Yeah.
So,
And it's a service dog.
yeah,
So yeah. But anyways, yeah, no, I agree with you. It's control your kids. It's again. I played a lot of softball, men's league, and I played all that stuff. And we all used to go to the bars, but our kids were under control.
yeah,
I mean, if they weren't under control, we would leave.
yeah.
It's as simple as that. We didn't. Our biggest thing was not to annoy everybody else, but everybody else was there to relax, to get away from their kids, not to come to a restaurant or a bar to sit there and listen to kids scream and yell.
Yeah, it's weird.
But you're right. They in this world today, the attitude they just don't give a crap anymore.
Yeah.
And that's the way the world is. We don't care. If people were a lot nicer and respect each other, we would be in a better place than we are now. And nobody respects anybody anymore.
But it's as easy as just pay attention in your surroundings. I mean, it's
Yeah.
really,
Like I said, they don't. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways.
yeah. That was my little complaint because I noticed that a lot lately because we don't go, I travel, so we go out on the weekends, we'll have lunch, we'll go have dinner, we'll go to maybe a brewery or something, and, but I just noticed that more and more that we keep going out that the kids are coming in. And
Yeah.
it doesn't disturb me, but when you're there at 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night and you're having beers at the bar and the kids are still running up and down at 11 o'clock at night, you look at the parents and I don't even know how they're going to get home. I mean, they put down like 5 pitchers and the kids are
Oh
just running up and down. I'm like, what are you doing here? So I don't know. No judgment.
no,
Just pay attention to your surroundings. That's all.
just be
Pe-
a parent.
Peace and love.
So that's all we ask you to do is be a parent.
Peace and love. So I want to get back to the Grace Baca uh, third annual Memorial 5K walk and run. So I guess they got a lot of vendors. They only had two more left last time I talked to them. So and uh, I'm not sure of the entry free. I thought it was free, but I heard it was like $25. But the vendors get in for free. So the location, and I tried to post this online, and for some reason I can't post it online, but it's 17910 Parkside Drive, and that's in Brighton, I believe.
Isn't that over by the courthouse?
That is, oh no, that's over there, like it's in the Reunion
Oh, okay.
subdivision.
So it's on the outskirts of Brighton.
Yeah, so it's on the outskirts of Brighton. Yeah, so
All
and
right.
the 8 a.m. to 8:30 is check-in, 8:30 a.m. to 9 is guest speaker, and then 9 a.m. to 10:30 is the run. They have the vendors, tents, food. So anybody who wants to support it, I mean, I will be there. Not that I'm a nobody, because I'm a nobody, but we'll have some people over there, and it's for a good cause. So I just
Yeah.
wanted to bring that up.
I probably will set some. What day is it again? Remind everybody.
It is on Sunday, September 21st, starts at 8 a.m. It's the third annual.
Sunday. Okay, that's when
Yeah.
the
And
last day.
again, all the money
The
goes
last day of my
to,
vacation. I'll be on
yeah.
vacation that week.
Oh,
I'm not gonna run it. I'll walk it.
so yeah, so it all the most I'd say all or most, but the proceeds go to traumatic brain injury, and
Yep.
then they do like scholarships because it was a dance club, so they give these young ladies scholarships to move on. So it's a good cause. It's
Good.
a little thing, but it's their third year. So if anybody's interested, you can always email us or write us back or comment, and I can get you the information. Again, I'm old and I can't figure out this technology because I tried to get this on our page, on our reel, and for some reason I can't figure it out. So I'll probably have to ask one of the 10-year-olds to help me out. So it's rough.
Well,
But
good. Yeah. I hope everybody shows up to that. I've been spreading it around at my work because we actually got a lot of marathoners. Believe it or
yeah.
not, I got one guy that just ran the oh crap, what was it? The Steamboat Marathon at 66. And here I just turned 60 and I can't freaking run.
Oh,
You know,
I started training and realized that I'm walking the 5K.
yeah, yeah. Be
Because
so
I
much
mean,
easier if I walk.
I
Yeah,
started running and all of a sudden I couldn't move. My hip hurts, my back hurts, my leg hurts. I'm like, I'm just gonna walk.
yeah,
So I'm not gonna push it. So
yeah.
yeah, so we're gonna
I'll spread it out to a lot of people at work and go from there.
yeah. So
Okay.
hopefully we see some people there.
Yeah. What
But
else is up? Let's see. Goddamn. Let's get the Broncos playing.
man, I'm jonesing for it.
Yeah. I mean,
Uh,
it's time. I mean, right now I can't stand watching the Rockies, and then my home field team, the Dodgers, have lost 7 straight. So it's like
I saw that.
bad. F1. If anybody's had interest as much as I am, Red Bull has fired everybody that was a part of Red Bull.
I saw that.
Their principal got fired, so that's huge because they didn't know if Max was going to leave to go to Mercedes. I don't know why Daniel Ricciardo left for bigger and better things, and he sucked the whole time. He should have stayed where he was at, and he should have been second best to Max. He would have been better than what they have now. And now Ricciardo's not even in the Formula One anymore. He stopped racing.
Yeah, but
And now,
did Daniel Ricciardo leave a couple years ago and was bouncing around?
well, Daniel Ricciardo left because he got a bigger, better contract. So that's Red Bull. And everybody said they shouldn't, have because he was the number one, and Max was just coming up the number two. when he left, Max became number one, actually number one in the freaking Formula One because he won all these, and then he couldn't do nothing. He went to
Yeah,
two
because
different.
I
He
think he
went to
went to
two different
I think I
teams.
know he went to McLaren, and I forgot where he went after that.
Yeah, then he went to. Then he ended up coming back to Red Bull to play the race for the second team, the Racing Bull, which is the all white team that they have in there. And then he disappeared. They demoted. Yeah, it's sad that because really they got Max, and then you got Tasoma, who was on just the white was on the white red the lower class Red Bull. They promoted him and put the rookie back down, and he can't get past 10. He can't even get points. So they should have brought Ricardo back in. And yeah, well, anyways, it is what it is. And I really don't know why he would go to Mercedes because Mercedes ain't doing any better either.
Yeah,
So
well, Lewis Hamilton
McLaren
left.
right now is freaking on fire. I mean, they got the two best drivers.
Who?
McLaren,
Okay.
you know, I deliver at McLaren every once in a while. I'll go in there real quick and look at the cars because, I don't know how people, I've said this to you several times. I don't know how you get in and out.
No, I couldn't do
I mean,
it.
I would have to fucking roll out one of those cars. It's so
Yeah,
low
I mean,
down.
there's a reason why I drive a truck. I can get in and
Yeah,
out of it. And
yeah.
I'm not a
So
tall person. I'm just more of a circle
yeah,
type
circle.
person.
You're around.
I'm a round person, so it's
Yeah.
hard.
Even it's just hard to get in and out. It's so yeah. So anyways,
But I tell you, we went and saw the movie in the Max Theater,
yeah, was that
and
good?
dude, it was awesome.
Yeah,
It was a really good. I mean, it was a good movie. You know how I know it's good? Because I stayed awake through the whole thing.
yeah, exactly.
You
Well,
know,
the
because
best part
I
about
mean,
that,
some of those chairs in those movie theaters. I mean, we went to the one up at Northglenn, and I haven't been to Northglenn, the one off of Church Ranch Road. I haven't been there in years, and we went there.
oh,
I
it's
think it was.
reclining seats
I think it
now.
was. Yeah, it's like I'm like, oh, look at these new seats, and I'm like, Jen's like, they recline. I recline, and the movie started. Jen had to wake me up because I didn't even make it to the first scene of the movie. So.
So I
But the
get.
movie was awesome. Brad Pitt was awesome. I'm not sure who the other character's name is, but he was good. I mean, it was a
Well,
sport
they have Formula
slash
One.
love story slash a Brad Pitt movie where he's a loner and does his own thing. But it was a really good movie. Sound
They
was
also,
good. They really did the racing, so they were really in the cars doing the racing.
yeah, because they had real Formula One drivers.
Well, I listening to the Kelsey brothers. He was on the interview, and they before the what they do on Saturday, they do the what they
They
do
do the
the
pre-qualifying
so on
or
Saturdays they do the pre-qualify. So they had to film this right before the pre-qualify. So they had to get out there, and the F1 let them do it. And so they got out there, and right before the pre-qualify, they filmed most of the
races.
because they had the crowds there already. So
Yeah,
that's what he was saying. So right before that, like a couple hours before they did the pre, that's where they did all the filming because they already had the crowds and everything was there.
because they also have every once in a while they do a sprint race where instead of qualifying they'll actually do a race and it'll be
Yeah.
10 lap, 12
But I
lap.
mean, good. I mean, just good. I mean, they had some accidents. I couldn't tell you if it was real or not, but man, it was a good movie. I mean, I'm not saying it's a fucking blockbuster, but I enjoyed it because I'm a sports fan, and it made me come back to F1. I actually watched a couple because I was into it a few years ago when I was watching
Oh, I get up
The
every.
Netflix series.
Yep, yep.
But I mean, it was a good movie. I mean, I would. I mean, I thought it was good. You got to go see it.
I've
Go
been
see
in
it. But
Formula.
if you see it in the Max, you have that really weird sound. I mean, the Max has that ultimate
Yeah,
sound, so it's really good. Yeah.
I've been
And
a
of
Formula.
course,
I've been a
I
Formula
don't know
One fan
how Brad
forever.
Pitt looked like, but if I looked like that at his age, I'd be happy camper.
Yeah, no shit.
Because I mean, that man just looks incredible.
Yeah,
I mean,
Formula One.
I kind of have a man crush on Brad Pitt right now. So
I have been a Formula One fan for at least 4 or 5 years. I watch every race. I
yeah.
get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I turn it on and watch the qualifiers, and I love watching the start. And then because it's only an hour long, unless last with a lot was it this weekend, last weekend, and with all the rain and stuff, it took a little longer than it should be. But yeah, it did. It was so I always watch it. I like that.
So what do they go around 75 times? Right? Is that what it is?
Well, it depends on how big the track is.
Oh,
The
okay.
track is small, it's 70s. If the track is bigger, it's usually around 50, 51
Oh,
laps.
okay.
Yeah.
It would
They
be
have
kind of it would be kind of cool to fly to Vegas and get tickets to that though.
yeah, no shit. We saw it here.
Yeah, it's true.
We saw the Denver Grand
Was
Prix
that the
for the last
Formula
four or
One?
5 years, and You
Was
know,
that Formula One when we went?
we got the was it Firestone that got us the passes?
Yeah.
Because our contract with Xfinity or not with Xfinity, AT&T, our trucks were being done. He gave us the box. We sat in the Firestone tent and we drove right past us.
Oh yeah, like and the tent was wide open.
Oh yeah, it was right.
There was no
You were
guardrail or
right
bricks or
there.
anything. It was right there. I'm like, holy
Oh
shit.
God. Yeah. I wish they would have kept it. That would have been fun. Yeah, but who knows how much to Vegas? Vegas is like $700-800 just for a ticket.
Yeah.
I trust me, we priced them. I mean, that's
Yeah.
just like anything. I priced going to Vegas for the Bronco game, and a normal ticket is 35-60 bucks. As soon as the Broncos come in, it's $75 to $80 for a ticket, or
Well,
100
for a nosebleed.
for nosebleeds because it's the Broncos. It's a league. It's a because
It's AFC.
everything's doing that now. They all they don't want the Bronco fans to come in to overrun the Raiders fans. Just like they're
But
what they're doing.
but you think it's not hard. You're Vegas.
Well, you could scalp a ticket on the street.
No, but I get it. But you're in Vegas. Vegas is probably one of the most tourist spots around.
Oh
So
yeah,
people are going to come
that's why
in.
they jack the prices up.
They're going to fly. Yeah, yeah. They're going to fly in, and they're going to want to see their team. I mean, because they were in Oakland, and
Yes,
the Oakland
of course.
fans were.
Of course, Field's been doing that since day one. Now
Oh,
look at
I
that.
know.
Now the sad part about it is now that since the Rocky fans are not showing up, I watched a video of I forgot who was playing the A's or whatever it was, the Sox. I think it was the White Sox that came in, the two worst teams, and there was nobody there.
Yeah.
It's like that's the problem you're having. Unless you get the Yankees, the Dodgers, the Giants, some of these good teams that come in, people want to come and see them. But the Rockies fans, the true Rocky fans like us, have left.
Yeah.
Gronky's
Got to come in. I think Gronky needs to come in and buy that team.
I think no, Walmart needs to.
Or Walmart. I'd go with Walmart too.
Walmart would come in and change that whole freaking everything.
Yeah.
Moffat decided to step down but give it to his son. What is that going to do?
Yeah.
You didn't do nothing different. Now your son runs it. Your son's been doing all these interviews saying, "We know we stink. We know we do this. We all could do better, but you got to spend money."
He's a face. He's not. His dad's still running it. They just got tired of him going on there and saying, "Well, I got to support my family. I got bills to pay." They got tired of his ass, so now they're just putting the son out there and why he's running it from behind. They need to sell.
I mean,
they'll make
to run a franchise.
Yeah, they'll make $1 billion. They own the whole rights to the stands and everything else. They'll make money if they just sell. They can just go off in the sunlight and go retire.
McGregor Square.
Yeah. Oh, they own that too?
McGregor Square is owned by the Rockies.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought that was owned.
That used to be remember the big parking lot in front of Jackson?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I thought that was owned by Denver. I didn't know that.
They bought it out from Denver.
Yeah, well, that's kind of a cool little place, though. If you can get in there, if
you
can get in there,
yeah,
But yeah,
what else?
That's it. I'm ready for the Broncos. I think.
God, I'm so ready. I'm thrilled to death to see how they do. I'm thrilled to death. We still got to find a place where we want to fly out to. I wouldn't mind going to. I think I haven't seen. I got the schedule. I think we're playing Detroit. That would be a fun to go see. Go into an indoor stadium.
As long as it's indoor, I don't want to sit outside anymore.
Oh yeah, that Kansas City game. No matter how fun that we had, I mean, we partied with them in the parking lot. Once they were beating the shit out of them, but back in the day when the Broncos were better than the Kansas City, all the Chiefs fans left, and was Peyton Manning. All the Chiefs fans left, and all was left the Bronco fans. But the one thing we did do, we froze our asses off.
It was cold. I've been to a couple games. I've been to that. I went to the Ravens game where he threw the Hail Mary and we thought he intercepted and got the touchdown to win. That was -10 at that game. Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, That's why I stopped going to the Bronco games. I go in the early ons, but my old company used to have suites, so we got to go to the preseason games because it was a business write-off, bringing everybody into it. So we got the preseason games, so that was fun to do. But no, I'm looking forward to Broncos. I'm actually kind of excited for the Nuggets, what they've done. I have to get back into the Avs. I lost touch of the Avs when they started losing again, but the Nuggets have done a great job drafting. Not drafting, but picking up free agents in the trades. And it's like, what took you guys so long? You've been asking, what's his face has been asking you to do this forever. And once you fire him and the general manager, all of a sudden you're doing all these trades, you're getting rid of all these people. We should have done that 2 years ago.
Where'd MPJ go?
Brooklyn.
Oh.
So we got rid of his contract. his guy was he was guaranteed 31 million this year.
And he hasn't done anything except sit in the corner and wait for the ball.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Six
So yeah.
nine. That guy should be under the basket all the time, moving
Yeah.
around.
Yeah. So we got the
Yeah,
guy
I don't.
from
It's weird because when I travel, I don't get the local news,
yeah,
so I
we got
never know.
you
When
got
I
to get
come
on
home
to
on Friday, I'll turn on the news and then I hear all this stuff.
yeah, you got to get on to well, I get a lot of the ESPN updates, but I also if I think you can stream 9 News Plus.
Yeah,
I'll give you all the news. So
but yeah,
yeah, I am so pumped
waiting
up.
for Bo Nix on his sophomore year. We got a decent running. I hope the running game is. I mean, we got picked up a couple new guys, so I hope we do
You
better
know,
at running.
our
That's what we need is running.
two top draft picks haven't signed yet.
Oh, why?
Something's going on with guaranteed money. The league states that the Broncos have the only two top picks that haven't signed, and they said 90. This is I'm just throwing this on my head. 90% or 85% of second rounds have not signed at all because of the league is arguing with the agents about guaranteed money being a second round pick.
So they're not allowed to have guaranteed money as a second round
So
pick?
I don't know what it is, but they're not. They won't. They basically said that 65% of the second round picks will not show up to camp because they haven't signed yet because the league and the agents for the second rounds. I guess your
Well,
first 10, your first 10 like make this much, and it's a different how they did it for
yeah,
5 years. And I don't think it should be 5 years because a lot of these like Purdy's been busting his ass off for $400,000
yeah.
for 5 years. Really, 5 years. A quarterback and a running back sometimes don't last that long. You should cut that to like 3 years,
Yeah.
then sign it. But yeah, but I hear that Harvey hasn't signed, and there was somebody else from the Broncos haven't signed, so they might not even report to camp. And that's coming up in a week, I think, week or 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's in August.
And then the second round, they said 90% or 85% of the second round has not signed yet. They said 65% of it won't sign for the opening of camp.
For the whole league or just the Broncos?
The whole league.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. So.
And you know these players want to sign.
Well, here's the other problem. Some of these players, Shedeur Sanders is making more money than he's going to make from the Browns. He's already signed his contract, but he's making more money. I don't think he's.
So I keep getting these YouTube things that he's been cut. I've been cut. So he's not been cut?
No, he hasn't been cut, but I get a lot of stuff. YouTube and Facebook is the worst one. Facebook's got all over Facebook. It says he's going to be cut. He's going to play for the USXL. He's going to be cut. He's going to be cut.
See, I got one that he's a starting quarterback for one of the Canada leagues.
Yeah, I mean, but he hasn't been cut yet. And the other problem with Shedeur, he needs to stop going 130 miles an hour on the
field. That's stupid.
I mean, how stupid is that?
Yeah.
But I hear that Flacco and Shedeur are the two people that are going to be cut from the Browns.
Oh, Flacco's going to get cut?
Yeah, Flacco should be retired. He's 40-something years old.
Yeah, man. I don't know why you. I mean, what you got like 10 kids you can't support? You made your money.
Oh, well, he doesn't have 10 kids.
I thought he has like 4 or 5, 6 kids.
Well, maybe 4 or 5, but yeah.
But I mean, it's like, are you that bad with your money where you have to keep playing? Because
no, he just wants to play.
Oh well.
Yeah, I don't know.
Go sign up for the USFL then.
Yeah, go if you really want to play, go play.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, he did great 2 years ago with the Browns, got in the playoff, but last year he ended up playing for Indianapolis and couldn't fucking throw a ball. So,
yeah, there is a time where you just need to retire. I mean, you just can't. Yeah, you won a Super Bowl, you won MVP. What else do you need?
I love this. I can't wait to see what Russell Wilson says because I think he's gonna have to finally say, you know what, I'm done. You don't need the money. Between you and your wife, you're making billions of dollars. You don't need to freaking keep playing.
And you got all these friggin' charities that stealing money, so you make the money there. We still owe you. Don't we still owe him $30-something million? Or are we done with that?
I think this year is his last year. We get out of it. That's it. He's done.
What team is he at?
He's at the Giants.
He's with the Giants. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's
with. Yeah. So.
No,
he's with Pickett from Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay.
So. We'll see. And
another one needs to retire is friggin'. I think Rodgers just needs to go, dude.
He's already announced on what's it, Pat McAfee show that this would be his last year. Well, I don't understand why you come back a year. Are you going to come back and play for Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully, I'm still a Pittsburgh fan. Hopefully that he does well because really Pittsburgh should have picked up one of the quarterbacks with Shedeur I don't care which one of them, but they didn't do anything. Now next year, the following year, which I don't think is going to have that big of a class, unless they get Eli or Archie Manning, which is the only good quarterback I think it's out there. But they should have picked somebody this year, Shador, whatever their pick was, because they skipped Shador. They could have got Shador. Shador could have sat behind Rodgers for a year and then be a starter next year.
Yeah.
But and who knows? Rodgers will get hurt.
Well, I think Rodgers just because he got hurt and missed out a year. Last year wasn't that good. So I think and I get his thinking. He wants to go out on top. So if he at least make it to the playoffs, he'd probably be happy.
Yeah.
But enough's enough. I mean, you're not Tom Brady playing Tom Brady was in shape and he was actually a good player. These you can actually see them. Their play is just dwindling down, and you can
Yeah.
notice it.
He,
It's like
yeah. He should leave.
you
So
know, seriously, these people don't need the money.
no, it's not
I mean,
about the
unless they're that stupid with their finances and they're just broke, but they don't need the money. They're making, millions of dollars a year.
yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
So
But yeah, Broncos, I can't wait. Let's get this thing going. So
I'm ready. Got a good defense, got two good quarterbacks, we got a couple promising running backs, got a nice linebacker, got new people on the line. You're bringing back the O line, which
oh
was
yeah,
good last year. You're bringing and then Bo Nix. I know we keep saying this. I know the sophomore year is kind of difficult, but if he can play at least 90% of what he played last year, I mean, we can do something.
you get a running game, then it changes that whole offense.
Well,
So
that's just it. We didn't have a running game.
yeah,
They would. I think they averaged like 3 to 5 yards a run, and you need something to break it so we can stretch out the offense
yeah,
and do something with it. But we're
cool.
ready, man. Bronco, Bronco, Bronco.
Let's
Got
do
my
it.
got my orange and blue. Yeah.
I got my orange. I don't have it on, but I don't wear my watch on weekends.
Got my orange and blue. Got my one in the pink, two in the stink. Just getting it all right. So, all right, that's it. Quick and easy.
Quick and easy.
We spent 10 minutes trying to get the computer to work, so it was short for you guys. We did that for you, made it shorter for our listeners.
How many minutes we at?
We got 5 more.
I mean, we have we're 30.
Yeah, we're at 36.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So like, subscribe. Hopefully see people at the 5K. Uh, and we're everywhere. So all social medias. I'm trying to put it out there. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but either you guys
We'll try to
really
get up on
either you guys
Snapchat.
really don't like this podcast or you just don't know where to find it. So it's one of
Yeah,
the two.
yeah, that's true.
So
All right. Peace out.
peace out. Have a good Sunday. And there you go.